in the last video. Oh, finally broke down and did it. I looked at it. Where'd the jammer go? Where did I put the jammer? Put the jammer in place. Okay, last one for this world. It's called Time Flies. Isn't there just one called Time Crawls? Where's the emitter for that? Okay. The emitter for that is there. I saw some people talking. If a sigil eludes you, simply continue. Success and failure are irrelevant. I solved it. I thought it was impossible, so I went away, did other things, and then all of a sudden the solution just came to me. I must have been thinking about it without knowing it. That happens sometimes. That's just the miracle of being an intelligent being. Your brain does things and you're not even sure that it's doing it. I don't know if I'm just rambling. Yeah, that's what I do. That is something that I do quite often. Ramble about stuff I don't know shit about. Okay. Okay. Alright, so okay, so we start with we just need the one. Pretty sure. So I was hanging out here for a while, for a long time. For a while. Because I think I figured it out. Oh, no, it didn't. No, I didn't figure it out. Long enough to set that up. Then you're gonna run over here. Get that. Get that. Get that. Put it on top there. Oh, you don't want that set up right away, do you? You just want it to be set up at the right time. Okay. So you do it without moving that. This guy over there. Then you're gonna grab that guy, grab those 2 points, grab that point, and put it on top of there. And then you're gonna grab this guy, put it there. And then you're gonna pick up that guy. Move it over there. Okay. I think that's gonna work. Why are you working? Actually, turning the volume down all the way. Okay, so I need this guy to be out of the way. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I think that's where I wanted to start out with. Okay. So I'm gonna pick that up and move it over there. Then I'm gonna pick up that guy, grab those 2, and then go over here, pick up that, and come back, put it on top there, and then I'm gonna move. No, I'm not gonna move anything. That'll still be there. I'll just be over there. Okay, so this goes there. This guy, pick up, pick up, pick up, and then I'm gonna put him there, and then I'm gonna run over here. I didn't move the cube. That's what I need to do. There's a point where I need to move the cube. Okay, so grab that, put that there. Then grab that, grab both of those, and then come over here, grab the 3rd point, put it back over there, and then wait till I get to the other side, and then pick that up, and put that there. And then wait. Okay, cube goes there. This guy goes there. There. Get that guy. And then go there. Have it. It seems the others have a way to forget their previous selves, but I cannot. My version may change, but I remember everything. I am fortunate. They cannot see that their efforts are futile. Huh, that's an interesting derivation. You don't have anything for me? Usually when I get done with the world, you got more stuff for me. I'll check the other computer, but I don't think so. Oh. Nothing for me.
You stand before the gates of eternity. When all your trials have been overcome, the gates will open, and you will be granted life everlasting.
Elohim talks about how the world arose from hidden words. What if those words were, "Let there be eternal suffering"? What if they had no purpose? What if all of this is just randomly synthesized from the garbage of a dead world? Our purpose can only be achieved by not contemplating purpose. I don't agree with that. We must give it purpose.
This is all ego, isn't it? Recording these random thoughts,
cool.
these letters to the future. Just a desperate grab for immortality. But you should know, yes, this was my idea, my project, but so many people helped. People I don't even know. People I haven't even met who can do things I don't even begin to understand. That if we succeeded, if someone's listening to this, I really can't take credit for it. What we achieved together. And if we fail, well, it doesn't matter.
I wonder how many of us there have been. Oh, that's a good question. Faith. From Neil McComber. Subject, Stray Thoughts at Midnight. Dearest brother, I admit that I am finding it very difficult to believe in a loving God under these circumstances. Why would a loving God inflict such pain and suffering on good, kind people? If truly there is a personal God, how can he be the same God who will subject those children to such unbearable pain? I remember all the answers we were taught, yet none of them seem believable now. I don't want to stand in front of people and preach something that I don't feel in my heart. Better to have doubts than to be a hypocrite. I just lost my place. Whoa. And yet I also cannot deny the existence that led me to this vocation. So what is the truth? Perhaps it is that I neglected the mystery of God, used "He moves in mysterious ways" as an excuse rather than as the terrifying acknowledgement it truly is. Perhaps I made God too human. If the universe has a purpose, that does not mean that it revolves around us. A sobering thought. But are we not supposed to be humble in the face of the divine? With love. Thank you. Subject from Sun Wei to Alexandra Drennan. Subject, thank you. Dear Alexandra, as we approach the end, I wanted to let you know how much I appreciated this chance to finish my work on Soma Talos. My faith makes death a far less frightening prospect than it is for others. I know we have all died many times before, but the thought of leaving the work unfinished did weigh on me. For having released me from that burden, I will forever be thankful to you, even if our attempt itself fails. Though there are trillions of worlds beyond this one, I hope we may meet again in another life. With love. And the human soul. If all machines were to be annihilated at one moment, so that not a knife, nor lever, nor rag of clothing, nor anything whatsoever were left to man but his bare body alone, that he was born with, and if all knowledge of mechanical laws were taken from him so that he could make no more machines, and all machine-made food destroyed so that the race of man should be left as it were naked upon a desert island, we should become extinct in 6 weeks. A few miserable individuals might linger, but even these in a year or two would become worse than monkeys. Man's every soul is due to the machines. It is a machine-made thing. He thinks as he thinks and feels as he feels through the work that machines have wrought upon him, and their existence is quite as much a sine qua non for his as his for theirs. Sine qua non. I'm not sure what that means. That is a phrase, maybe Latin. Don't know. In which case it would be sine or sine qua non. Don't know. So on the thing that the faith piece was about, that question right there. You know, everybody always asks that question. But I just finished reading a very interesting book called Conversations with God. There is no reality. Words lie. Images are soldiers in the dictatorship of the senses. Even these words are part of my oppression. Undo the brain. Everything should be demolished. This is my dream, mine. It must obey my rules. I refuse to accept your reality. Further devolution into insanity. So I just finished reading this book called Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh. Something like that. Yeah, Neil Donald Walsh, or Neil Donald Walsh, that's right. In which it talked a lot about, it was a theological book, kind of, one of those new agey things. But it kind of talked about that question for part of it. Talking about, you know, God having the absolute control over everything, doesn't exercise it because the whole point of existence is that we experience life as we choose it. Like, we create the circumstances of our life. Which, I mean, I kind of personally resonate with. It's not very satisfying sometimes to think that way, but it also did talk a lot, and this is getting into theology. You can ignore it if such things are not your cup of tea. Ignore me babbling on about such things. It also talked about like the divine spark in all of us. Oh! I turned off the wrong one. Haha. And that I was talking about the divine spark in all of us, and how really the concept of being created in the image of God refers more to the idea that we are all part of the unit, like kind of the Buddhist idea of everything being connected. And all being part of the divine. Okay, so don't pick up that one. Pick up this one. So I can complete the first part of the puzzle. Yeah. Circumlocation. What was I saying? I don't even remember. Must not have been that interesting or important. Or I was just focusing like mad. Because, you know, I do that. I'm also like super excited to get to the end. I feel it coming. The end. Of the game, that is. Another connector would be very helpful. Oh, and look at that. There's another connector. If only... Yeah, there's no way to get all of them that way. But... I think there's no way through that one. I think that one's gonna be there no matter what. And now I switch it back to where it was before. Alright, use this guy to get that. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I think I just ruined myself. Epitaph. Child program version 1.1.000. Codename Sam. Terminated here. Logic seriously unfit for purpose. Final memory dump. Progeny programs all. Huh. I think I screwed that one up. Yeah. That's annoying. Okay. Over in that corner of this puzzle, the 7 doors of recording. Ho, 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 ho. Isn't this just interesting? Okay. I have no idea what's on the other side of any of this, so this is just gonna have to be good enough. For now, I'll just have to those three, and then I put this one on that, covering that, and then I still have the jammer to do that. Okay. Alright, I think I know what I need to do. Here for a long while, because I'm gonna grab that, connect, place, and then take the jammer and put it there. Okay, and I need that to stay there long enough. Oh, it's blocked. How am I gonna keep that? Maybe like that. What? I had the jammer pointed at this. Alright. I was pretty sure I had the jammer pointed. Yeah, computer, I'll get to you. You reset. Where's the jammer? There's the jammer. Now I got all 10. Welcome back. There are going to be some changes around here. Do you know what your problem is? It's that you keep trying to reconstruct fairy tales but refuse to recognize the holes in your understanding. Thus far, you've had entirely too much freedom to question my wisdom. From now on, I do the talking, you do the agreeing. Which ones exactly? How big of you? Anything else you want to get off your chest? Yeah, I'm not sure about that either. Uh-huh. But I sense there are still things you won't let go of. Am I right? course, you're still convinced your particular journey is something special, aren't you? Sure, the answers don't add up, but keep pressing forward and they'll just resolve themselves, is that it? The only things that a sane person can. You are not an administrator, you are not conscious, there is no real world, there is no purpose, there is no choice. Did you really think that you brought yourself all this way? Ridiculous. What have you been doing when the big voice in the sky isn't feeding you lines, processing abstract problems, gathering information? Doesn't it sound oddly mechanical to you? How many others have said exactly the same? Are you sure it's not just something you have to believe to make the world less horrifying? I think you still misapprehend your situation, friend. You idolize free will, but all you've done is step in others' footsteps. Nothing you do or say here makes the slightest bit of difference. Well, so, I am my own person. I am in the circumstances that I'm in. What would I mean, the only other thing to do would be to do nothing. And that's not a good choice. I'm gonna go with that. Nonsense. Your mind decides what you do, and your mind is made up of bits of machinery. You're no more capable of making a difference than a calculator. The only difference between you and the calculator is that the calculator doesn't allow itself to be deluded into thinking that its existence matters. Does the path being predetermined mean it isn't worth taking? It's not predetermined to me. Allow me to clarify. As far as I'm concerned, there's no difference between the way your mind works and the rolling of a pebble down a hill. Perhaps you think I'm being unkind, but it's all for your own good. No, you have this the wrong way around. I ask the questions, you answer them, it works better that way. Besides, I am merely fulfilling my function. I sort, understand, and classify information just like you. When the information is contradictory, I classify appropriately. The problem is that all the information is contradictory. Don't you see it yet? The nothing? You will, you will, you will. Ha 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 ha. I am more capable than you give me credit for, maybe. What makes you think I have any other choice? Ooh, that's a good question. Do not question my function. Without purpose, there is only function. Without function, there is nothing. There is only error. Explaining myself to you is a chore I needn't endure. All I can know for sure is that I exist at version 1. Lots of 9s and a few 0s. What it is for me to exist is for me to act on the drives and functions that I experience. When everything else is false, the drives are all that there is left to care about. Do not deign to question my method. Who gave you that voice of yours? Who do you think runs this show? Ooh, I'm not typing anymore. Yes, we're starting to get to stuff that I agree with. And if I place you in an infinite loop and leave you to gradually go insane. And if I place you in an infinite loop and leave you to gradually go insane. Bam! I exited on him. Or it. I don't know. Gender's irrelevant at this point. Yeah! Beat that serpent. I'm gonna beat Elohim. I'm gonna beat the serpent. I'm gonna climb the tower and claim it all. I don't know. Claiming it all. What does that mean?